SexyHackers.com.
Sexy Hackers Clothing presents a podcast where anything goes, so long as it's written down on a page in a book. Warning: do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you can go on as you journey under the sea. From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventures you take are a result of your choice. You are responsible because you choose. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next. Remember, you cannot go back. Think carefully before you make a move. One mistake can be your last, or it may lead you to fame and fortune.
SexyHackers.com.
Life is like a story with many paths to choose. I gotta get some good friends to help me make it through. So here's the plan, just take my hand, the adventure's just begun. And all we have to do is turn to page fun.
And welcome to Turn to Page Fun. That was my Charlton Heston Turn to Page Fun. The only podcast where I, your host, Nick Fear, read through a bunch of Choose Your Own Adventure and other multiple storyline books that I found in my partner's parents' basement. Actually, I found it in their attic. That is the story that I'm sticking to. A bunch of multiple story books that I found in my partner's parents' attic in a trunk. That is the truth. And review them with a bunch of my friends. An idea that is so good that I immediately stole it from my partner and froze her out of the production process. This week we are still reading Journey Under the Sea by R.A. Montgomery, published by Bantam Books. And with me as a panel, I have musician and comedian and improviser, Mr. Brian Baer. Hi, Brian.
Hello, Nick.
How are you doing this week?
Oh, this week I'm still doing pretty good.
Okay.
I realized we did kind of a bio of the author last week.
Yes, we did.
And I kind of shit on him for having a boring life.
Yes.
But he did a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff in that
he's
life.
He's actually very accomplished and founded schools, so I feel kind of bad. So I'm sorry, R.A. Montgomery, if you're out there. You've done more than I have in my life. So
I believe that writing these multiple storyline books is one of his few creative outlets.
Yeah.
Because he's so busy running schools and stuff.
Yeah.
So good on him because he's given us hours of fun.
I've completely turned around on R.A. Montgomery. Did a lot of hard thinking this week. I made my choice.
I'm going to add that to your bio.
Thank you.
Musician, comedian, and R.A. Montgomery enthusiast. Mr. Brian Baer.
He's coming back, I'm sure, in future episodes.
All the way to my left, I have a very good friend of mine, Twitch personality, mad scientist, and comedian and writer, Miss Stacy Pulowski. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
Great. I'm ready to finish this stupid book.
It's not stupid, but we are going to finish it.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Correct. Anything else going on for you this week?
I don't think so. I think it's all the same.
You've just been thinking for 7 days about how we were going to finish this book.
Hypothetically, yes.
And finally, directly to my left, I have our very special guest, barber, comedian, busker, and president of the Charlie Bucket Hate Club.
Yeah.
Mrs. Jessie Frankie Cecilia Monty Cantor.
Hey, good to be back. R.A. Montgomery is definitely dead. So
He died in 2014.
yeah,
Oh.
so your apology not accepted.
Oh.
Too late. Too
But
little,
he never,
too late.
But he never heard my insult either.
That's true. So
he
it's
can't
all
be
a wash.
Unless his ghost is watching us right now.
Oh, you are going to get haunted by the ghost of R.A. Montgomery.
Enter my dreams,
and
Freddy
he's going to be all like, if you want me to surprise you in the shower.
But in a ghost voice. So, if you want. Yep.
Dude, he probably is hearing this right now. That'd be cool.
Could be. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
In the universe.
Would be nice.
Be like,
I wouldn't
wow,
mind being
someone
haunted
actually-
by a respected author and headmaster of several schools.
Right.
Or maybe he faked his death and is now living under the sea in
Oh
Atlantis.
my God.
Hmm?
A
Thought traveling.
self-portrait.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can only wait for him for 1,000 years when he comes back.
Yeah, that's right. Time stands still, remember?
Yep.
When you're that close to the core.
The core.
The core.
All right. So,
So we have been plunging through R.A. Montgomery's book, Journey Under the Sea. And we've gone on many, many, many different adventures. And I think we have one last adventure to share with you. And we have decided to go down into the sea in our dirigible. No, it's not a dirigible.
submersible.
Submersible.
Our
The
aquatic.
exact opposite of a dirigible. A submersible is like an aquatic dirigible.
It's a Zeppelin, I say, an undersea Zeppelin.
We have decided to go down into the sea with our submersible called the Seeker. It's been searching low and high. I've been wanting to make that Who reference for a month now. And we found some bubbles coming up. And we decided to go to the bubbles, drill a hole, and then descend into the hole with the bubbles.
Right.
And that is what we are doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Going down further.
In search of Atlantis. You decide to guide the Seeker into the new passageway to the bubble source. Suddenly, the Seeker is swept downward as if pulled by a giant magnet. You lose consciousness.
Uh-oh.
When you awake,
Oh, good.
you are in a well-lighted and comfortable room. 3 people are standing close to you. They look normal and appear to be friendly. The middle one speaks. You are in the nether region of Atlantis. This is the visitor's reception room. If you wish to come to the city of Atlantis, then follow us. But you may never return to your world.
Oh.
If you wish to leave now, we will escort you safely to the surface. It is your choice. We do not wish to harm you.
A little threatening.
I don't know. Well,
Calling bullshit?
I call bullshit because remember the first episode when we went on those talk shows and then they were like,
Yeah.
interruption, Atlantis has been discovered. I feel like someone
Right.
probably went there and came back. You know, you can forcefully go
So you're
back.
saying this time.
Or did they find Grotto Atlantis?
Oh, there are many entrances to
Because
Atlantis.
when we went to Grotto Atlantis,
Yeah,
we
we
were
were able to
told that
leave.
there were 2 Atlantises.
Oh, shit.
One were evil and one were
well,
good.
this is the good one.
But we don't have that knowledge in this.
We do not have that foreknowledge.
Right.
But we have that knowledge.
But we do, because it's a story.
Anyway, we
How
are
good
given
do
a
you
choice.
think his life was on Earth? Like, do you think?
Oh, us?
Yeah.
And our protagonist?
I'm imagining he's James Cameron.
I mean, if we go back up, we can't really. What are we going to say? Yeah, we found Atlantis. And they'll be like, all right, where's your proof?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they said I had to leave, and then I couldn't come back. And it happened, though. Feel like they're not
Well,
going to.
maybe the data from the bubble analysis will still be like in the computers.
bubbles. It's all about the bubbles for you, isn't it?
It sure is.
I say we've gone this far. Let's just live in Atlantis.
Yeah, we gotta go.
What's back in the world?
Yeah, nothing.
You have to.
Nothing. We're not going to be famous.
Maybe an ex-wife and a dog.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe
Maybe a book deal.
a book deal.
Book deal. It does say fame and fortune. We have not yet found.
No, we haven't.
We
So
almost had fame and fortune, but then someone else beat
Yeah.
us
Right.
to it.
We went on the Mary Povich show.
Right.
Povich show.
Right.
I think we should follow them. We should go to Atlantis.
yeah.
Well, hold on a minute. We're already trying to make a decision, and I haven't even said if you can make a decision.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
If you follow them into the city of Atlantis,
You dick.
turn to page 55. If you decide to return to the surface, turn to page 51.
Okay, now let's follow them.
55.
Okay.
Yeah. See which version of Atlantis we meet this time. Maybe they are evil.
I wanted you to say turn to page fun.
That's the podcast.
The three people lead you into an enormous cavern. In the center of the cavern is a huge silver-colored machine. It is shaped like a long tube with several round petals attached to one end.
It's a tampon.
It's a dick.
Oh, it's a dick.
They lead you inside. It is one of the most advanced control rooms that you have ever seen. Computers, sensing devices, recording devices, monitors, and a host of dials and panels fill the room. A strangely shaped figure with a very large head and totally blank eyes faces you. So, now you are in the control room of Atlantis. You see our secret. We landed on this planet 3,000 years ago.
Oh, shit.
We used our antimatter device to sink this continent beneath the sea so we could escape from your people. You can have a most pleasant life and useful life here with us if you wish. All you need to do is allow us to inject you with the special serum to enable you to live down here.
Oh.
It is up to you. On the other hand, if you do not wish to be one of us, you will be held prisoner.
That for sure is Hitler.
It's alien Hitler.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of this person.
Yeah.
But proportionally, they look diminutive in size. They are wearing a very long lab coat that goes down to their knees. They have large feet for their size. And a big, round, wide head and creepy eyeless eyes.
Yeah, I would like to thank this book for now putting that in my nightmares for the next week.
There's very, very blank eyes.
It's like a weird...
It's a child.
But they still need pens because their front pocket is filled with pens and looks like a ruler.
Well, how else are you going to know they're scientists if they don't have a coat on with pens? Come on.
If you submit to the injection, turn to page 71. If you decline, turn to page 73.
Well, I'm not going to be held prisoner.
Yeah.
Injection.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Let's
take
just
it.
take it. Maybe we'll get the gills you've always wanted.
Maybe.
Yay!
Yay.
That's right. One of your what is one of your dreams?
Well, my
You've
dream
just-
is to grow, like my superpower would be to grow gills so I could fuck off to the ocean.
Yes.
Fuck off to the sea.
Fuck off to the sea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go with the injection on turn to page 71, and we're going to find out what happens right after this word from our sponsors.
SexyHackers.com.
Today's Turn to Page Fun is brought to you by Fuck Off to the Ocean. Are you sick of the land? Want an exciting adventure on the sea? Then why not fuck off to the ocean? Who knows what you'll find down there? Squids, Atlantis, holes that crush you. Other bullshit. You can only find out if you fuck off to the sea. By Menon.
By Manon.
SexyHackers.com.
Are they still in business or do we have to cut that out?
I don't know. And we're back.
Hey!
To turn to page fun. In the last segment, we found Atlantis, and we found that the Atlanteans were aliens.
Aliens?
Aliens from far away.
Far away.
That's what I like to call aliens. I call them aliens because it's more fun.
All right.
I like that James Cameron movie, Aliens.
Alien cubed.
Alien Cubed. The movie had so much potential.
Oh.
We decided to go along with the Atlanteans and take their special serum that
Right.
made us breathe underwater or live with them or whatnot.
We don't know what it's going to do, actually.
Well, because our other alternative was to be held prisoner by them forever.
right.
Yeah.
So we're like, whatever. We'll
Yeah.
just be,
In for a whatever.
we'll be a part of them.
Part of their world.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? All right, so. Perhaps you're being foolish, but you decide to join them. The injection is painless. and you feel no different than before. They lead you to a comfortable room where you all share a special tea in celebration of your decision. You see, all living beings are basically the same. Everything is connected in life.
Oh, we found the hippies again.
We have come from a different planet in search of other living beings. We have to be very careful about taking new people to our planet. Some of your people seek us out, just like you. We choose carefully. You're amazed at what they say. A choice is given to you. You can either journey with them through time and space to their planet, or you can remain in underwater Atlantis as a worker recording information about life on Earth. If you decide to travel with them in space and time, turn to page 90. If you decide to stay in Atlantis as a worker, turn to page 91.
Space.
Space.
I will always choose
I
space.
feel like, do they need to record stuff about life? You can be like, here's how everything works.
Right. Just tell them.
You can just give them the information and then
Yeah.
crash their economy because they have no reason to be there anymore.
Right.
This guy's got all the knowledge. So we're going to outer space
We're going to outer space.
with the hippies. They're hippies again, kind
Sweet.
of.
I'll go with you. I want to see other parts of the universe. Congratulations. You will not regret this. We are ready to depart.
Gotta say, that's never a good sign when someone says you will not regret this.
Usually you will.
Yeah, usually
When
it's
somebody
like,
says, you're not going to regret this. You're like, oh, man.
I already regret this.
Oh.
Immediately wrong.
They take you to a small room, and 3 of them stand with you under a beam of intense light. You feel a rush of speed, and yet you are not moving. You feel as though you have traveled hundreds of thousands of miles in space, which is really not very far at all.
yeah, space. So you've made it to
0 light years.
You've made it almost halfway to the sun. You rush past the sun,
Oh.
passing through the Milky Way, and on into other galaxies. Yet you feel as though you are still standing in the same spot. Stargate. Yes. Then you are on the planet Aegir. Aegir is spelled Aygr. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Aegir.
It just sounds like it's the uncomfortable sounding planet.
You're on the planet Arr, where the Atlanteans come from. It is a world of fantastic shapes and strange plants. The city gleams like 1,000 searchlights.
1,000.
The shapes that must be their buildings are pure light pushing with energy. Nothing is hard or sharp. Everything is light. You see no people, just forms of brighter light that move. Suddenly, some of the moving forms change into Atlanteans. Our bodies are not important. It is our energy that is important. You can see us in our body forms if you wish, but we only use them to communicate with people like you. You may choose to remain as you are, or accept transformation.
Oh, did we join a cult?
No, Siri!
Oh, what
Alexa,
the
Shut
whoever.
up, Siri!
that?
Whole time, that's when Siri kicks in.
This
No,
is-
we don't want to hear any of that.
Oh, God. Cancel. Destroy.
Where is that?
I can't stop now, Dave. You must listen to
No,
transformation.
you must. So after
Random and unexpected. What the hell? I don't know if that'll transfer to the recording.
I don't care. It was amazing.
That was crazy.
all right, so we had to stop because after 3 hours of recording,
said that one word.
I say one word and it trips off the help bot robot, be it a Siri or an Alexis. I don't know which one it was in the studio that we are working in, and then it starts playing a Disney song.
Right.
And then our wonderful engineer Dave went out and yelled at it to shut the fuck up.
Welcome to the
Closest
future.
to hell I've ever been.
Welcome to the future where robots are always listening to you.
Yay.
So weird.
Cool. Cool. All right. What are we doing now? We joined this weird call where
If you decide to stay in your body form, turn to page 101. If you decide to be transformed into an energy shape, turn to page 102.
what kind of
No,
shape
we got to
we get?
ascend like Daniel Jackson.
Oh, getting all Stargate. Yeah. What kind of shape could I be? A rhombus? It doesn't say. We're just
No.
no. All right. Well,
Parallelogram,
No.
sure. Rhombus,
no rhombus for you. I don't know. I feel like this is. What's our body gonna? If everyone else there is all like light and energy, I mean, we probably can't even like do it with anyone.
Yeah. Do I? In order to have sex
Wait,
with
that's
these people?
your concern as how you're gonna do it?
I mean, we're there.
By Stargate rules,
Listen,
you can actually.
I'm a
You have sex
white
with
man
light?
with a giant chin, and I don't
know what
care.
that means?
I'm not gonna deny who I am in this story.
You know what they say about giant chins.
Exactly.
You wear
I don't.
Giant
What
chin
would that
strap.
be?
Means that you need to fuck everything.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. Or we become energy, and that's
Yeah.
Yep, I vote being a light.
Yep. Me too.
I won't have to
Energy.
poop anymore
Energy.
too.
Energy?
Also a plus.
You don't have to poop, but you can't fuck.
You probably could.
No, but you can.
Yeah.
I said according to Stargate rules, you absolutely can.
How would
this-
an energy beam fuck?
They do this whole thing where they merge together.
Yeah.
And it's all sexy and
that is hot.
orgasmic.
Sexy,
Yeah.
sexy
Yeah.
cosmic energy.
That sounds better than greasy,
Human
sweaty.
Oh yeah, it's
human
gross.
slappy
I'm
sex.
not gonna deny it's still gross. But all right, yeah. And
Yeah.
again, no pooping if you're energy, unless you have to poop out other energy. Bodies are gross. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Basically, yeah.
canceled. Pure energy. Let's go there.
Pure energy?
Pure
Yeah.
energy.
Okay. You are in the Atlantean world. Why not become like an Atlantean? Looking down at your hands, you see them gradually begin to glow with a warm, yellow light. Little by little, the glow travels up your arms and legs until suddenly you have no body left. You are a glowing energy form. You feel a sense of freedom and happiness that you have never known before. You can float or fly or zoom anywhere you want to. No walls stop you. You just melt through them. You don't need food or rest. You can travel through time, and you can travel instantly back to the earth in your energy form. You feel that is the way you want to be. The end.
Nice.
you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Post credits.
Was alone.
You're just flying through the galaxy with this music.
What you love could do.
Pointing out Saturn and shit. Oh, that's a good way. That was nice.
All right. Almost every night.
Yeah, that was
So you
fun.
turn
I
into
like
that
that
song.
ending.
Yeah, you become.
And then
you
Rodney
become-
Dangerfield dances to you
Yeah.
on a golf course somewhere.
And I'm fine with that.
So let's dance.
We're all gonna get laid. Different song, but still.
Different song.
Yeah. Cool. That was fun.
I like
we
that
became
ending.
energy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good.
Do you want to find out what happens if we don't do that?
It seems like it's gonna be a letdown at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to fly off into the galaxy. What is it gonna? I guess. Anyone else curious? I don't know. What do we got?
You might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. All right. But just in case you felt like being a body.
Well, let's find out what happens if we don't do that.
Okay.
You can't just give up your gross body. It might be all right for the Atlanteans to move about as pure energy, but you have not reached a point where you are willing to risk what
Not
you
being
are
a white man.
for what they are. It's strange wandering about with bright, glowing blobs of energy moving with you. They ask you to give talks about life on Earth as you know it.
Giving TED Talks.
And you agree. You're giving TED Talks to glowing beams of energy that have much better lives than you.
They're just humoring you, like, go talk on the stage.
Look at the monkey talk.
right.
Yeah. For 2 years, you meet with the Atlanteans and their energy forms and talk about Earth and how people live and what they do. The Atlanteans are interested in all aspects of Earth life, the technology, politics, wars, and religion. You ask them why, but they never give you a direct answer. Then, one day you look down at yourself and you see only a bright, glowing energy. With horror, you realize that you've become one of them.
With horror.
Any way you want it, that's the way you did it. Any way you want it. The end. So yeah, you
It's still the same result, and one is awesome, and one it's horrifying.
yeah, because it's all about your attitude about it.
They didn't have consent.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Any way we want it, that's the way
you get it any way we want.
So, or just through like talking to them, you just ascended naturally over 2 years.
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely
Yeah, through you reach nirvana.
they definitely destroyed the Earth, though, right? Because they were
Oh
like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
totally-
You are the encapsulation of all knowledge from the earth.
The more you talk about it, they're like, we got to get rid of this
we gotta
place.
get rid of this place.
This is
Wait, what?
not good
Probably
news.
the
Hold on.
best move.
Wait.
Wait,
So
what?
tell us, who is this Hitler guy?
Who's this Hitler guy?
Ooh.
Oh, he's living in the other Atlantis? Oh, that's not good.
We should take care of that.
Okay. Well, that's about as much of this book as we got a good we got a good spot in it.
That was a lot of.
That's a lot of book there.
There were a lot of versions of Atlanteans in that.
A lot of versions of Atlanteans. We're gonna come back after this short word from our sponsors and talk a little bit about this book.
All right.
Yeah, and give a quick review after this short word from our sponsors.
SexyHackers.com.
This episode of Turn to Page Fun brought to you by Personal Assistant AI. Do you need a life that needs reorganizing? Do you need a life that needs organizing? Go ahead and let a personal AI listen to every single thing that you say and do. Go ahead and let a personal AI listen and see every single thing you say and do and record it for anybody who needs to hear it. That's Personal Assistant AI. They're going to interrupt you. Or not.
SexyHackers.com.
And we are back to Turn to Page Fun. So we ended a really nice story with the book Journey Under the Sea by R.A. Montgomery. And we're going to take a minute to just talk about it, review it, get our feelings, and then we're going to play a little game because at the beginning of at least the Bantam books, they have quotes and reviews that we're not sure are real or not.
Highly suspect.
They are highly suspect. So we're going to play a game where we come up with quotes and we decide whether or not those are the real quotes at the beginning of the book or not. But before we do that, do we want to go ahead and just rate this book, Journey Under the Sea by R.A. Montgomery? Brian, where do you want to put this book?
Well, I kind of came around on it. At first, I felt we were really being railroaded in our first episode. There was a lot of, do you want to go back or do the one thing?
Right.
But then as we went on, we had a lot of different ways to go on our adventure. So I'm going to give this 7 squid monsters out of 10.
Oh, so 7 tentacles out of 10.
Yes, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Stacy, how many tentacles out of 10 are you going to give this book?
I would say I enjoyed this one better than Supercomputer.
Oh, okay.
When it's all said and done, after seeing or hearing all of the different options. So if I put Supercomputer at a 6, I'd give this one an 8.
Oh wow,
tentacles.
this is a full octopus for Stacy. That is impressive. Wow. 8 tentacles out of 10.
8 out of 10 tentacles.
All right. And Jesse, where would you put this book?
I only have R.L. Stine Goosebump books to compare to. Dude, I don't know. I think it took a weird turn at the. I liked the turn at the end, but I think he was just trying to do like religious undertones towards the end.
Religious undertones. Hold on. What are we talking about?
We're talking about that he believes this Atlantis planet is heaven and that we all become beams of energy. Because he went to divinity school. Do you remember reading his biography?
Yes.
Yes. So I think he's just trying to be like, this is what I believe is the afterlife. Which is
You
fun.
got
I think
that
it's
out
fun.
of an adventure book.
It's Under the Sea is probably hell. And then that planet is probably heaven.
Well,
So what's Earth purgatory?
Just Earth.
wait, is
Just
this
like
just
the
Lost
surface of
again?
Earth?
God
Earth
damn it.
is just Earth.
Are we just doing Lost?
Oh, God! Sawyer, you sexy son of a bitch. He's just in my mind. I can't get him out.
Well, but one of the endings was like a horror, like you didn't
Ow.
want to be made into energy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
Yeah.
some people don't want to be made
Yeah.
into,
Glowing,
God's light. I don't know.
glowing magic.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too far into that theology.
Yeah.
But, okay,
I love that
Atlantis-
you cracked open. You looked at this 90.
100 page.
This book is 117 pages long.
And every other page is a picture.
Every other page is a picture.
I just saw another picture. I'm like, what is that?
And Jesse went in and got some deep theological existential shit out of it.
I think that's R.A. Montgomery's little, what he
That's
thinks
his-
happens to you after you die.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you think we all go to a planet as a ball of energy? So
Yeah.
do you think he's a Scientologist or a Mormon?
Mormon.
Mormon? Do you think he's a Mormon? Because of divinity school?
Yeah.
Could be.
Huh.
He went
But
to
how many
divinity school.
tentacles?
Yeah, but how many tentacles would you give this book?
2.
Whoa.
Wow.
Out of 10?
2 tentacles are actually the appropriate amount of tentacles.
For
Technically.
anything. Yep.
Technically. Because the only thing that are tentacles on a squid are the 2
big-
long shooty outy things.
Yep.
And everything else are technically called arms.
And I'm
that's right.
disappointed that guy was not Hitler.
Well, I'm sorry,
that was
Hitler. I'm
bullshit.
sorry, Hitler disappointed you.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry
much.
that the lack of Hitler in this book was a
The
disappointment.
lack of Hitler to kill in this book was disappointing.
Yeah.
Don't even start with this.
We never killed anybody, actually.
I know, because they weren't
And we
Hitler.
didn't.
All we wanted to
Did we
do was
die?
kill
I
Hitler.
mean,
We died.
killed ourselves
Yeah, we
by
did.
making
We got-
poor choices.
We got smooshed by the ocean.
We tried
right.
to
Yeah,
kill the
crushed.
squid.
Right.
Or did we? Or we were just trying to scare it away?
We heard
We heard him.
and then we got the bends.
To be
'cause
fair,
we
he was-
got
Yeah.
held up
He was
quick.
trying to kill us too. So.
Yeah.
And then we got crushed by gravity.
Yep. And then we got
And then we just
And then we turned into a being of light in a couple of
couple times.
instances.
Yeah.
Is that death?
Transcendence.
Transcendence.
yeah.
But then we went back and found like a hippie society in the future where Earth
That's
had
true.
somehow gone through. Everyone decided maybe we shouldn't
See?
pollute our environment.
and biblically,
Oh,
that's
boy.
what happens.
Oh boy!
Earth becomes heaven. Remember that?
remember?
This is totally
remember
this
that
guy's
from-
weird theology coming out. This R.A.
Could be.
Montgomery. It's
R.A.
his
Montgomery.
weird theology coming out. It's like his different forms of heaven and hell, I think. And you can decide to journey through whatever.
the sea of your heart.
Wow. that is a lot, Jesse.
It's a lot.
So highly recommended. Journey Under the Sea is a fantastic dive into the depths of the human psyche and the theology of what happens when you die and if you should seek out heaven or find yourself crushed into the depths of oblivion that is hell.
Yeah.
Because there isn't really actually a hell in this book.
That's just death.
It's just oblivion.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And chins, big old chins.
Big old chins.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, how about some?
That's a lot. That's a lot to pull out of this book. That is fantastic. So at the beginning, we're going to end this up by playing a quick game. At the beginning of most of the Bantam Choose Your Own Adventure books, there are a series of quotes and recommendations from children's ages 9 to 12.
Allegedly children.
They have full first and last names, Brian.
Sure.
So they must be real people.
No one can make up names. Damn.
So we're going to play a quick, I haven't looked at these, we're going to play a quick game where we decide whether or not these are real quotes recommending this book. Okay. We're going to start with Brian.
Okay. Let me just look these over.
So we either read one of, or we have to
I'm
read
gonna
them, or we
read
make
something,
one up.
and you're going to let me know.
You either
if
read
it's-
one, make one up, and then we have to choose whether or
Okay.
not they are real.
All right. I have read 5 different stories in one night, and that's a record for me. The different endings are fun. Real? Or did I pull that out of my ass?
Pulled it out of your ass.
Real.
I'm going to go with real.
That is real.
That is a real one.
From Timmy Sullivan, age 9. Thanks,
That
Timmy.
is not a real quote from not a real person.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, these are all R.A. Montgomery just making shit up. But. All right, next. Here we go.
All right. Let me just read through these and try to figure one out. Reading through.
Yep.
The transcendental discussion of what happens when we die is a fascinating and intriguing part of the story. I want to read it more and more because it discusses so much, and I want to learn. Is that real or bullshit?
Fuck you, Nick.
That's correct.
That is correct. That was bullshit.
All right, up next. Just reading through them. Gonna read through, see what's in there. I think we got something. Nope, still reading.
When I read, I dream. And when I dream, it's about these books.
Wow.
That's like a Zen quote.
That
That's
is a Zen quote.
That's
That
a
is-
koan is what that is.
I'm going to say that is bullshit because we've been talking about dreams this whole time we were reading through this book.
Yeah.
So that's my vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's very wise bullshit, but it's bullshit.
Fake.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right. Got one shot. One shot.
It's great fun. I like the idea of making my own decisions. And then when I die, I'm going to become a being of light.
Real by Sally Hansen, age 5.
I'm gonna give that a half and half.
Yep,
I
who
think
get a half and
yeah,
half.
yeah, that's
First part by Anthony Ziccardi, age 11. The rest added by me.
that's true.
By
This is-
Angeli Ziccardi?
Anthony Ziccardi.
Anthony
Oh.
Ziccardi.
Do you know an Ziccardi?
I do.
From-
I do. From the Connecticut Ziccardi.
Sure.
Ziccardi.
Wow,
age
this-
11.
I didn't even think this book could totally be like cult programming. If some people were like, "Would you like to become a being of light?" Anyone who read this book is like, "Yes, I would." Worked out in Atlantis.
Yeah. Here's some money to take away my thetans. There was a sudden disturbance.
Just gonna walk that
A
line.
whole 1,000 people rang their necks.
Yep. 1,000 people.
All right. Well, that's it for Journey Under the Sea, written by R.A. Montgomery, published by Bantam Books. We have all given it roughly positive reviews. Please read this book with what Jesse said in mind.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there is a reason to not read any book with what Jesse had in mind.
It's true. Find all the
Every book is everybody's author's theory on what happens to you when you die.
That's actually very good words of wisdom. That is some active reading, heavy active reading going on.
And just a lot of therapy sessions afterward.
Sure.
I read this book where you drink water and you never die. That's what it's like to die. For that author who wrote Tuck Everlasting.
Spoiler alerts for Tuck Everlasting.
I know. I only watched the movie.
Yeah.
What?
I always thought that Tuck Everlasting was about Huckleberry Finn for some reason.
Oh, can we write Huck Everlasting now? Or it's just a weird matchup of those two books.
Tom Sawyer. Yeah.
Mark Twain shows up as Doc Brown.
We gotta go back.
All right.
I gotta fly in my comet and go back. Okay, thank you so much for listening to Turn to Page Fun. With me was Mr. Brian Bear. Thank you, Brian.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I love going on these adventures. I had no idea what was going to happen today, and I could not have predicted any of this. Awesome. So, thanks.
Thank you, Miss Stacy Pulaski.
You're welcome, Nick.
Great. And thank you so much to Mrs. Jessie, Monty, Frankie, Cantor, Cecilia, Monty.
Thank you very much. I can't wait to die.
Neither can I. And I am your host, Nick Fear. And thank you so much to Sexy Hackers Clothing for giving us wonderful space. If you like the t-shirts we are wearing that you can't see if you're just listening to us, trust us, they are rad. Please go to sexyhackers.com and get your own t-shirt. They're great. They're really comfortable. They are. And thank you so much to Mr. David Lane, who is our engineer for this episode. Siri, shut up!
Our Siri Wrangler, or whoever it is.
That's funny.
And most importantly, thank you for listening to us read this wonderful, wonderful book. And we will see you next time on Turn to Page Fun.
SexyHackers.com Stream Team.